We're joined now by last night's big winner, former Governor Mitt Romney, down in Florida this morning. Congratulations, Governor.
Thank you, George. Very best to you.
You know, there were no congratulations last night from Newt Gingrich, not in his speech. I take it he didn't call you either. He's vowing to fight for 6 more months. He says now it's about people power versus money power. Your response?
Well, I think here in Florida, you saw a great turnout from a lot of people in a state which is in many respects characteristic of the rest of the nation because so many people from over the nation retire here. And the people here, I think, made their mind up based upon the debates. It was a chance to see both of us, to talk about our respective visions for the future of the country. And fortunately, I was able to connect with people here and get the kind of support I needed. As a matter of fact, I understand that I was able to get more votes here in Florida than has ever been accomplished before. So I'm feeling pretty good this morning, George.
I'll bet you are. Those debates were pretty rough and tumble. So was the ad war. Calculations showed about 92% of the ads in Florida last week were negative. And, you know, a lot of Republicans are starting to worry that a long primary fight, the negativity of a long primary fight, is going to hurt the eventual nominee. And, you know, there's some evidence of that. We did a poll last week showing looking at your favorability ratings. Back in September, you had about an unfavorable rating from 1 in 3 voters. Now it's almost half. Are you worried about that, and how are you going to turn it around?
Well, I think what you're seeing now from Speaker Gingrich is just a precursor of what you'll see from President Obama. And in some respects, perhaps what we're getting now inoculates us, or at least prepares us for what will come down the road. There'll be no question but that Barack Obama's billion-dollar machine will organize the most vitriolic, spiteful campaign in American history. And we're going to have to be ready for that, be able to raise the money necessarily to stand up against it, and to push back very hard against a president who has quite clearly failed the American people.
So do you think you've put those questions about your personal background, your business background, your personal finances to rest?
Oh, I don't think you ever put anything to rest entirely. The other campaigns will come after me hard from time to time. But ultimately, the people of the country are going to have to ask whether they want someone from Washington to try and fix Washington, or whether instead they want someone from outside Washington who has experience in the private sector and also at the Olympics, and then as a governor to go in and get things right in Washington. And I think that message and a conviction that I know something about how to get the economy going again is the reason I'm able to get the kind of support I've received here in Florida.
In your party, the Republican Party, the winner of the Florida primary has won the nomination every single time. Is there anything that can block you from the nomination right now?
Well, I'm sure Speaker Gingrich and Rick Santorum and Ron Paul have some ideas in mind, but I'm feeling pretty good today. Obviously, we're going off to several more states now. I'm going to be in Minnesota at noontime today, then going to Las Vegas for an event this afternoon or evening. We're going to work very hard to make sure I continue to get the delegates I need, but you know, I'm feeling like we've got a good pathway ahead.
Well, one more question, Governor. You know, every single nominee, successful nominee, faces this gut test in the campaign where they take a hit, they start bleeding, and they have to show their stuff. You certainly did do that in Florida, but I'm just wondering, what did you learn about yourself last week?
Well, you know, I didn't worry a lot about the ups and downs of a campaign. Frankly, I'm convinced that if the people of this country want to get America strong again and back on track, that they'll come to my campaign and be part of our effort. But if they decide to go a different direction, that's not the end of the world for me. I love this country. I'm absolutely convinced that our future is going to be bright. And, you know, I have a good life with my family, my wife. I don't have to win. I just want to win. And I want to win because I care about the country. So what I learned about myself is when things get tough, you put your head down, you work very hard, you do the job necessary to get your message out there, and if you succeed, so much the better.
Congratulations again on your victory, and thanks for your time this morning.
Thanks, George. Good to be with you.